Everybody, it's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, Michael McGreevy.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 2. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Takes it in for the out.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Number 25 in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw safe. That's a stolen base. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Only play is at first on the throw from shallow right. Awesome play there. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Junior Caminero. Big time power. Runner at third, 2 away. And that's in there at the knees. No question about this one. It's out of here. A 2-run homer, and the Orioles jump out in front. It's 2-0. That smash towards center. And that is that. Back here at Busch Stadium, getting the nod in this one, number 45. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Here's the veteran outfielder. Check swing, but he went too far. It's 0-1. Up the middle, and there's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Whoa.
Runner takes off. Pitch is low. Throw to second, and great jump. Man at second. Runner goes again. And a pop-up. Right side, foul territory. One away. Here's Adley Rutschman. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Ripped to short. On to first. And there are two down. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third.
Oh.
There's a ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. That one ripped, but foul. Now this is in the air down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Whoa.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here in St. Louis, all set for the start of the inning. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt Jr. is one of only two players in AL-NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first two seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. McGreevy, 25 years old, a former first-round pick in 2021. This one in the air center field. One down.
Batting seventh, third baseman, Ellie De La Cruz.
Strike one.
Swing and a ground ball. He takes it on his own. Two up, two down in the top of the second.
Batting eighth,
Two outs, base is empty. And next for the Orioles, William Contreras.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Just missed. Hit in the air, center field. Settles under this one. And that's the third out. Back here in St. Louis, we head to the bottom of the second. Number 13 getting ready to hit. Pulls that one foul.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Sliced hard but foul. Into center. On the move. Makes the catch, one down.
batting sixth, designated hitter, number 20.
Ball one.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Makes his way towards it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. J.J. Weatherholt digs in now.
J.J. Weatherholt.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, left field. And a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. On the ground. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Safe at second, and that was not close. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is that. Back here at Busch Stadium, leading off, Xavier Edwards.
Xavier Edwards.
McGreevy back to work.
Ball one.
Base hit center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Line drive, base hit down the line. Edwards around second, headed for third. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder. A single and a run scored and a walk. There goes the runner. Pitch misses in. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Ball two.
Check swing, went around, and it's 2-1 now. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Has a beat on it. He's got it. Both runners tagging from second and third. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. A 2-run shot, and they boost their lead. It's 5-zip. So next to hit for Baltimore, Junior Caminero. First pitch misses.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left. Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. Throw not in time, and he's safe.
Hey, I got to give him credit for busting it down to first to beat out that hit. Speed is obviously not a big part of his game.
That's the ball. Ball.
In the air to left center. Adele moving under it. 2 away. And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. Flied to center his first time. This one in the air, right field. Walker flashes the leather on the run and catch. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, number 8. That's out to center field. Under it. And makes the grab. And there's one down.
Now batting, center fielder, number 51.
Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. That one hit to right. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Here's Joe Adele. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. Hit on the ground to the right side. And he's out on the tag. St. Louis goes down in order. On to the fourth. Now the third baseman, Ellie De La Cruz.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
You know, these Orioles
Doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
In the air, right field. Walker on the move. Reaching for it and brings it in. Here's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Outside low, ball 1. That one lifted to left. Adele in position, and that'll do it.
Leading off for the Cardinals, catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Late swing, foul to the left.
You know, these Cardinals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Up next for the Cardinals, right fielder, Jordan Walker.
That one fouled off.
I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
Hammered, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting,
And now the first baseman, he's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. On the ground, right side. Slings to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Settles underneath it. And that is that. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Here's the left fielder, 1 for 2.
You know, these
Yo,
Orioles
that's a ball.
Doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Ripped on a line to center. Gets under it. And there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Here's the 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. On the outside corner, got him looking. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder. He's already homered in this game. To the right side. Over to first. And the Orioles set down in order. That one ripped left field. That's back. And he brings it into the warning track.
Up next for the Cardinals, second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Drag bunt back towards the mound. To first, and the bunt attempt doesn't work out. Here's the third baseman.
Now batting, third baseman, number 8.
And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings. See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Good job to fight that one off. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. The 1-2. In the air to left center. Under it. And that is that.
Leading off for Baltimore, first baseman, Junior Caminero.
Hey!
Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. No balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Caminero into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Ball.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. On the ground to third. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is late, and now they have runners at the corners.
Well, just put it in play, right? With his speed, that's a hit every time.
That's smacked on a line to center. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. Here's the throw. Safe. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. And now it's William Contreras. Tap foul at the plate. Witt off of first with 2 away. Now a quick throw to first. And he's back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch. Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
That one in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Leading off for St. Louis, center fielder, number 51.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
You know, these Cards definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at a lot of first pitches, and they've given away 7 outs as a result. They might just want to consider a more patient approach.
In the air out to center. That one gets down for a hit. And a man aboard.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there.
Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in.
Runner takes off.
And this lineup.
Throw to second. Out, and that wasn't close. Short hop liner handled it short. Witt over to first. 2 away now. Adley Rutschman next up for the Cardinals. Has grounded out a couple of times. Rip towards third. Play made. That ends the inning. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And he makes the grab. And there's one down. Check swing. He held up. Ball 1. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. He did not go around. 2-0. Inside corner for a strike. The Orioles up big in this one. Here in the top half of inning number 7. High fly ball, right field. Walker moving under this one. Takes it in for the out. Now the number 2 hitter. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. That's too low. Ball 1. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. That one catches the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball 2.
That's a little bit low. On the ground to the left. Weatherholt. Now the throw to first on the run.
He's
Got
out.
him. Nice play.
Leading off for St. Louis, right fielder, Jordan Walker.
Fly ball down the line. And that will drop foul. Ripped on the ground to second. And one away in the bottom of the seventh.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Down the left field line, base hit. And that's going to get into the corner. And he'll reach second with one away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Stepping in, number 20. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. He circles the bases, and they slice into the lead. It's 6-2. On the ground.
Oh,
And
oh.
foul ball. Popped up. Witt under it. 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Donovan in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. That is the inning. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder. He's already homered here in this one. Makes the sliding stop. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Orioles, first baseman, Junior Caminero.
First
No,
pitch
that's a
just
ball.
misses. Hit on the ground to short. Weatherholt. Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs, base is empty. James Wood, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ball one.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. A solo shot. First pitch doesn't find the zone. On the ground, out to short. Throwing the dirt, and he can't come up with it. Runner at first with 2 away. Now the third baseman, Ellie De La Cruz.
Nope, that's low.
Quick move to first. Witt back in standing.
Ball inside.
One run across in the frame so far, and we're in the top of the 8th. A changeup missing. Ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
This one smacked out to left center. Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. Here comes Witt around third. He'll score easily, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of...
In plenty of time to first, inning over. Here's the third baseman.
For the Cardinals, third baseman, number 8.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. 0-2 now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Number 51.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And there's 2 away. Now batting Joe Adell.
For the Cardinals, left fielder, Joe Adell.
That one pushed foul. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Runner on the go. Pitch in the dirt. Throw to second and great jump. Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Runner goes again. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Xavier Edwards now at the plate. 1 for 3.
Xavier Edwards. Now pitching.
Ryan Fernandez will take over here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it. But he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Center field. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, number 20.
Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. Line drive. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
Oh, great stop. Over to first. And they get the out. Now it's the right fielder. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. This one in the air center field. Settles underneath it. And that's the 3rd out.
fielder, Jordan Walker.
Oh, he can't squeeze it. The tag, and he's out. Smoke to right, but he's got it. Cardinals now with just one out remaining. 2 down, bases empty. And next is the designated hitter.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Smoked on the ground to second. On to first. Ball game. And the Orioles take this one in a blowout.
Well, he went the distance for that first MLB win, Boog. I think it's impressive how much trust the skipper